Hi, this is a quick video on how to learn from videos. A lot of times we watch videos to learn things or to fulfill an assignment that a teacher gives us, but I've found in observing my own students that a lot of times they don't use their time in the best way when learning from a video. So I have a couple videos that I myself have made, one that focuses on learning a skill and one that focuses on learning some content, and I'll show you some tips on how to learn from a video. So here's the first one. It's about drawing isometric letters. Hi, in this video you're going to learn how to draw isometric boxed letters. So the first thing you need to do is all the letters have to be drawn on isometric graph paper. So one thing already that the video is doing that's helping you is that it has a demonstration of the skill, it has narration, and it has some captions that tell you what's going on. So this is all good information. One thing that's really important whenever you're interacting or trying to learn new information is to interact with that material, not just to be a passive observer. So even in making this video, I created some notes for myself in Google Docs to have a very quick outline that I can refer back to. And so we're talking about no passive viewing. You need to be creating, note taking, or going back and forth over the material in order to interact with your video, to understand it and remember it. And when it comes to watching the video, for example, this one is about 7.5 minutes long, and I suggest watching it through the first time just in one pass. Unfortunately, that's how many people consider learning from videos. They will just passively watch the video through once. But that's not the end of it. Then I would go back and watch the video, stopping and starting it frequently. Stopping and starting it, obviously, you could hit this uh, play and pause. You can also use the space bar to do the same. But there's a few additional controls you should probably know about. One is here. You can change the speed to go faster, especially over the places you already know, to get to the next place. Or maybe you're just watching the visuals at this point and the narration is not as important because you've already seen it once through. So this sort of maximizes your time. The other thing you could do is if you miss something, the forward and back arrow keys will send the back arrow key will do a quick rewind of 5 seconds of video, or you can go forward 5 seconds in the video. You can also grab down here, and it's called scrubbing. Scrub through. Most of these things are very basic, but you shouldn't just be viewing it one way through. And then you should be taking notes on what you read or what you're viewing in the video. When it comes time to recording what you know, it's good to take notes as you go. You can do this on paper, or you can do it right on the computer. One of the advantages of doing it on the computer is that it's really easy to grab things like screenshots, which are helpful. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I like Google Slides for this purpose, and one of the things you can do is open a new document. Create a new document, presentation. And it usually comes in horizontally as if you're going to show it on a screen. But for making notes, I like to have it be vertical. So you go to File, Page Setup. In order to change the way that the page looks, you can go to Page Setup. It's normally in widescreen. You can go to Custom and then say 8.5 by 11. Now you have vertical page, and I like titling the notes, or you can just start a new slide with just the title. Video notes, include the date in there, and then you can type whatever you want. The beauty of doing it in slides is that you have easy access to things like shapes, arrows, lines, fills, and other graphics. And so if you want to include text, you can use it in a big text box like that, or create smaller text boxes that are more like captions of your notes. So if you zoom in, get rid of that page, you can create notes that say, drawing an isometric T. Okay, a couple quick keyboard shortcuts. You select that all, 3 clicks, and then Command Shift greater than to make the text bigger. And then you can import, bring in shapes, or if you go back to this, and let's say we want to get a picture of the completed T. From that, you erase the construction lines that constructed the boundary box. After the pencil drawing is done, you grab a pen. Go back 5 seconds. Erase the construction lines that constructed the boundary box. After the pencil drawing is done. So there is a good shot of the actual drawn T. It's a little fuzzy, but then I'm hitting Command, Control Shift, and 4. Get some crosshairs, and because I put Control in there, it acts to bring it right onto the clipboard. So now I can cut and paste it really easily. Bring it here, Command V to paste that in. And now one of the benefits of having notes on the computer is that you can pull in keyframes. See if I forgot anything. Yeah, so that's one of the ways in which you can bring in key ideas. If you were doing a more of a content-rich thing, like here, what is torque? This is another. This is Mr. Baglio with a quick instruction. You can actually grab this whole definition, and so you could choose to write it over again or not, and you can just bring this in. So this would be in a different set of notes. Paste that in, and then that could be your torque definition. I'm doing Command Option Plus to zoom in. Okay, it might actually cement it in your brain more if you type that out, but you can bring it over until you type it out, and then you can get rid of it. So hopefully these were some helpful tips on how to learn from a video. Quick summary is watch it through once the first time, then the second time go to the key places where key information is given, going forward and backward and using speed controls, and then taking notes on what you wrote. Whether it's on paper or on the computer, you need to do that in order to cement the knowledge into your memory. Thank you. I hope this was helpful.